Hello, my name's Angela from Angela Simpson Functional Medicine. Thanks for filling out the hormone quiz. And it looks as though the primary hormone imbalance that you are dealing with from a symptom perspective is low estrogen. You may also have some other hormone imbalances that go along with this, but this looked to be the primary symptom for you. And I imagine that you are dealing with symptoms such as mood issues, could be related to anxiety, could be related to also depression, could also have feelings of low motivation, low ability to get going in your everyday life in the morning, get tasks done that you used to get done all the time, no problem. You might also be noticing that you are suffering from insomnia, might be related to hot flashes, might not be. You might notice that you're having memory, concentration issues, focus issues, brain fog. I find this is really, really common. All of these symptoms in combination when you have low estrogen. Joint pain is also really, really common, as well as often digestive symptoms. So, if you are suffering from these symptoms or a combination of all of them, it's quite likely that you are having things in your everyday life be affected. And I do know some women that I have worked with that these symptoms get so severe that they have to basically stop their everyday life. They have to go off work. They're not able to maintain their everyday social interactions. So we know that it can be very, very detrimental to get this back on track. And so here are some of the things that you can start with right away to get that estrogen balance back. One of the most easy ways is to start bringing in some foods that promote healthy estrogen production. So these are phytoestrogen containing foods such as flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, rhubarb, organic non-GMO soy. So it has to be really good quality soy. The more fermented it is, the better. And then the things that you want to try and avoid is high inflammatory foods that can bring in non-favorable estrogens, such as conventional dairy, conventional meat, or just general inflammatory foods, such as sugary foods, high salt foods, processed packaged foods. So if you can start to bring some of those things out, as well as bringing some of the beneficial phytoestrogens in, you're going to start to get a gradual rise and increase in your estrogen production levels. Another thing that's really important from a food perspective is to bring in foods that support healthy estrogen detoxification and processing or shuttling of your estrogen to the appropriate places in the body to help you with things like your brain health, your joint health, your muscle and bone health. And so these foods are your cruciferous vegetables, such as your broccoli, your cauliflower, your cabbage, some of your greens, as well as things like artichokes. A lot of these things promote healthy liver detox and healthy processing and breakdown of your hormones, as well as bringing in enough fiber. So it's really important that you bring in healthy whole grains versus those simple white starchy carbohydrates. Another thing that can be really helpful is to make sure that you're doing the right amount and type of exercise. So, to help promote healthy bone health as estrogen levels lower, which is helpful for every female, regardless of if your estrogen is too low, is to do some resistance training. And ideally, you're doing this 2 or 3 times a week for anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes per session, and you're consistent with this. And it's also important that you don't overdo exercise. The reason for this is because sometimes when our estrogen levels are low, this can be related to a stress response as well. And if our body is under stress for whatever reason, it could be emotional, it could be physical, it could be just the busyness of everyday life or a combination of these things. We want to make sure that we're not adding more stress to our bodies by over exercising or exercising in the wrong way. So, making sure that you're doing anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes of some form of movement in your day might involve some cardiovascular exercise where you're out for a walk or a hike, maybe even a jog, but really for no more than 20 to 40 minutes in your day, with your heart rate being somewhere between 120 and 140 beats per minute on average. So, these are some of the lifestyle strategies that can start to steer your estrogen in the right direction and help you with optimal production and processing levels for your age. And if you want to learn more about how you get more specific for what's going on in your individual body with a solution that could potentially get you there faster, please let me know. I'm happy to have a complimentary consult with you to discuss your health and talk about the potential steps you could take to get not only your estrogen levels rebalanced, but your entire hormone system optimized and your health. So you can reach me at my website, www.angelasimpsonfunctionalmedicine.ca. Thanks.